So the next concept that we're going to talk about is called scaling fractions with multiplication. And this is just us looking at fractions, and we're just going to figure out, are the following fractions greater than, equal to, or less than 1? So we're going to go look at this. I'm going to cover up B and C and just look at A. So we're comparing 2/3 with 1. Well, in order for a fraction to equal a whole, the numerator and the denominator have to equal the same number, because I would be saying like 3 divided by 3 is 1. And in order for a fraction to be greater than a whole, the numerator or top has to be bigger than the bottom, the denominator. So if I look at 2/3, 2/3 has the numerator smaller than the denominator. And if I drew a picture and I had a hole here and I wanted to show 2/3 in comparison, 2/3 is smaller than 1 whole. Therefore, 2/3 is less than 1. So let's look at the next one. I have 5/4 and I want to compare it with 1 whole. Well, I know that the numerator is bigger than the denominator. And if I wanted to go and decompose this fraction, I know that it has 4/4 plus 1/4 would give me 5/4. So I know that 5/4 is equivalent to 1 1/4. Therefore, 5/4 is greater than 1 whole. So let's look at the next one, the last one. 3/3 in comparison to 1 whole. Well, if I look at it and I want to draw a picture, quick picture to show, here's 1 whole and here's 3/3. I have 3 parts and I have to color in all 3 parts. So I can see that 3/3 equals 1 whole. Let's do a couple other examples just to feel a little bit better with this. So now we have these to compare these inequalities. Now, we're basically going to be doing the same exact thing that we just did, and we're not really going to worry about those 7s on both sides because they both have a 7. So I want to look at the fractions that are right in the middle. If I multiply 7 times 1/4, I know that 1/4 is less than a whole. Therefore, when I multiply this together, this is going to be smaller or less than 7. So I can go and I can say 7 times 1/4 is less than 7. Let's look at B. If I see B, I have 7 times 4/4 blank 7. So I'm just going to look at 4/4, and I know 4/4, 4 divided by 4 is equal to 1. 7 times 1 is 7. So this, both sides are equivalent. They're equal. The last one, I'm going to look again at 6/4 down here at that fraction. This is a fraction that's greater than 1 whole because the numerator, the 6, is bigger than the denominator, the 4. So I know automatically that this side is going to be greater when I multiply it out than that side, the 7.